The year is 1909, and Igor Stravinsky receives a letter from one Sergei Diaghilev. Diaghilev would like Stravinsky to compose the music for the Ballet Russe's next project, the Firebird. While Stravinsky is one of the most popular composers in the world, during this time he was relatively unknown and had no experience writing programmatic music. He was pretty nervous, to say the least. But, wanting to seize the chance, he drops work on his opera The Nightingale and completes the score in 6 months. I can't even finish a book in 6 months, so that's pretty impressive. The score for the Firebird isn't quite the musical style we expect from Stravinsky. We aren't at Rite of Spring yet. This Stravinsky wore his musical influences on his sleeve, especially that of his teacher, Rimsky-Korsakov. This made him a great choice for the Firebird, since Diaghilev wanted to create a distinctly Russian ballet, thanks to rising popularity of the Great Five. The Firebird story is, in all honesty, pretty generic. It's a classic good versus evil narrative created by combining aspects of several Russian folktales. The ballet begins with a rising and falling ostinato of major and minor thirds as we stare at the ruin of King Kashi's palace. Under the shadow of the evil King Kashi's castle, our main character Prince Ivan is out hunting the titular Firebird. The Firebird is associated with the woodwinds. The high-pitched trills of the piccolo and syncopated bass mimic her fast movements. The high-pitched trills of the woodwinds slowly turn into a somber melody in the strings, as the Firebird pleads to be let go. Ivan gets a change of heart, and in return, she gives him one of her feathers. Prince Ivan comes into the garden of the castle, and meets the princesses being held inside. The princesses invite Ivan to join their dance. The Khorovod is a sweet and gentle break from the chromaticism of the ballet. Suddenly, daybreak arrives, and the princesses must return to the castle. Prince Ivan tries to rescue them, but is captured by King Kashi's forces. The first appearance of King Kashi is quite unnerving. The magic thirds of the opening play eerily with each of his steps. The orchestra plays the dialogue between Kashi and Ivan. Kashi tries to turn Ivan to stone, but Ivan uses the feather he received from the Firebird to call for help. The Firebird casts a spell onto Kashi and his subjects, forcing them to dance till they can't dance no more. After the chaos of the dance, the Firebird uses a lullaby to put Kashi and his subjects to sleep, betrayed by the beautiful melody of the bassoon. While they're asleep, Prince Ivan destroys the source of King Kashi's power and frees the knights and princesses. The entire orchestra joins in a triumphant fanfare. When When faced with his first foray into programmatic writing, Stravinsky ran into a problem. How will he differentiate the magical characters from the human ones? Stravinsky found the answer from his mentor Rimsky-Korsakov and his opera, The Golden Cockerel. Rimsky-Korsakov used diatonic music to portray the human characters and chromaticism to portray the magical elements. With this inspiration, Stravinsky used different harmonies to portray the characters and dubbed this technique light harmony. For example, the titular Firebird is related to the whole tone scale. The evil King Kashia and his subjects are portrayed through the octatonic scale. Diatonic music is only incorporated when Prince Ivan and the princesses are center stage. Because the Firebird was meant to capitalize on the popularity of Russian music, Stravinsky borrows several techniques from the Great Five. Such examples include the use of octatonic and whole tone scales, irregular rhythms, striking chords, extreme contrast in dynamics, and colorful orchestration. The best piece in the ballet to showcase these traits is the infernal dance of Kashia and his subjects. Another aspect worth noting are the borrowed melodies from Rimsky-Korsakov. Stravinsky used melodies from his collection of 100 Russian folk songs. The first borrowed melody is during the Princess's Khorovod, titled In the Garden. The Khorovod is actually one of the oldest traditional dances in Russia. The last is during the ending of the ballet. The melody played by the trumpet is, "By the gate a pine tree swayed." Even with his lack of experience in programmatic writing, Stravinsky was able to compose something worthy of remembering. This ballet is both a learning experience for Stravinsky and a great achievement in its own right.